Jerusalem, the Abraham Accords, a hallmark of former President Donald Trump's Middle East policy, which established normalized relations between Israel and several Sunni Gulf states and North African countries, might soon see new members. Steve Witkoff, Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, hinted at potential expansions during an interview with CNBC on Wednesday. "We anticipate some significant announcements regarding countries joining the Abraham Accords," Witkoff stated. During a White House press briefing on Thursday, Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt mentioned Syria as a nation President Trump is eager to include, referencing a historic meeting in Saudi Arabia earlier this year. When the president met with Syria's new president, one of his requests was for Syria to join the Abraham Accords, she explained. According to a report by Israel Hayom, one of the largest Hebrew-language outlets, Israeli National Security Advisor Tzachai Hagbai identified Syria and Lebanon as the primary Middle Eastern countries likely to join the accords. Hagbai revealed in a classified meeting with the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee that Israel is in direct dialogue with Syria's new government, led by Ahmed al-Shara, who has past affiliations with groups designated as terrorist organizations by the U.S., such as the Islamic State and al-Qaeda. Middle East expert Eugene Kontorovich, a senior research fellow at the Heritage Foundation in Washington, D.C., expressed optimism about the prospects. He told Fox News Digital, "With Iran's influence waning, Lebanon and Syria are realistic candidates, however. I would be surprised if it happened within months. Nonetheless, I do expect them to make peace with Israel and join the Abraham Accords during Trump's term." He added that Syria's new government stands to gain legitimacy by joining. Witkoff's hints about expanding the Abraham Accords have stirred excitement among Israeli media and seasoned Middle East observers. In May, Trump proposed to Syrian President al-Shara a full normalization of relations with Israel in exchange for sanctions relief. Robert Greenway, former senior director for the National Security Council and a key architect of the Abraham Accords, shared his insights on Mornings with Maria on Fox Business. He remarked, "The barriers for expanding the Abraham Accords are quite low. I wouldn't be surprised if President Trump expands the accords during his second term." Following the initial success of the Abraham Accords in 2020, which normalized diplomatic relations between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan, there was growing anticipation that Saudi Arabia might also join. In February, reports indicated that Trump administration officials were actively seeking to expand the accords. The Biden administration has faced criticism for not advancing the Abraham Accords further and for engaging in disputes with states that made peace with Israel under this landmark agreement. Fox News Digital reached out to U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee, as well as the Israeli Prime Minister's Office and Foreign Affairs Ministry for comments.